What's going on? It's Friday, and no, this isn't a pump truck. This is a clapped out Honda Ridgeline. As you may or may not be able to tell from the coffee cups, dispatcher duty for the week, and it is absolutely horrendous. So we're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to run around and look at a couple job sites, but we're going to pop by and pop in and see on a couple of our jobs that actually are going today. Check out what they're doing, talk about it a little bit, and we'll just do a little lap of the lower mainland here. But yeah, a little different format. Going through concrete pumping withdrawal here. So we're gonna race around the city and we're gonna watch pumps pump concrete. It's gonna be great. I promise. We got the Schwing SP 4800 trailer pump, the new to us but not new trailer pump. Put it straight to work. Didn't even have time to scrape the decals off. This one's from our friends at Normac Concrete Pumping. She's a 2008. Pumps like a beast. Every time it strokes over, you'd think the world was coming to an end. She's a monster. But I'll show you what we're pouring here when I can get in a little closer. Essentially, it's 200 feet down this shaft, and we're filling it all up with CDF fill, low strength concrete. Not even working. So you can see the pipeline right there and behind that white ducting. Runs all the way down. All the way down. And they're going to encase this in CDF concrete, which is like a diggable fill. I believe it's like a 5 MPa strength. And I've got some footage from when Ian was down there a couple days ago. He so graciously took a little footage for me of how it looks down below. So I will insert that as well. Yeah, they bring this up. I don't know, each pour is about 150 to 200 cubic meters, and I'm guessing that gets them like 10 feet lifts at a time. And I think when we get within reach of our big pumps like the 58, 47, we'll get rid of the stationary pump setup, I believe, and do the rest of this with a boom pump. Now what's going to be really cool is when they go to clean this out, they do it with water. We don't use compressed air on this. So I'm going to hang out and we'll go through that process. James will show us how he does it when we're all finished here. But yeah, this tunnel here goes down, I don't know, 200 or 300 feet all the way under the Burrard Inlet and comes up on the other side. And I've got a couple previous videos, or at least one previous video, where we were pouring on the other side doing essentially the same thing. So, and they run, I believe it's utilities pipes through this shaft underneath the seafloor to the other side of the inlet, which has got to be, I don't know, it's got to be at least a mile across is what I'm guessing. So come to think of it, this is actually the very first Schwing pump that we have owned. Our very first Schwing. See, I'm only slightly biased towards Putzmeister. So what I'm thinking here, Jeff over at Muddy Feet, he's got his little SP 500, a little money maker, a little cash register, cash dispensing machine. He calls it Little Jewel. That's the nickname, Little Jewel. What should we call this thing? What would be a fitting nickname for this thing? Let me know in the comments below. Jeff's pump is Little Jewel. What are we going to call this SP 4800? Slight lie, we used to have a Putzmeister 2109 HD trailer pump, our very first high-rise pump, but that was a long time ago. So it's our first trailer pump in recent years. How about that? Part about this whole setup, this pump just sits here for months at a time. Fuel truck comes in, tops it up. James comes straight to the site, fires it up, pump, wash it out, hops in the shop truck and gets on out of here. It's a nice process actually. Simple and effective. It's our first trailer pump we've actually owned, and it's definitely handy for scenarios like this. All right, buddy, you're the star of the show. What are we doing here?
We are going to blow out with water.
And that's our device right there. And what are you going to put a Go Devil in?
We'll put the Go Devil in. We'll hook up the blowout fitting, hook it up with water.
And just push it all through the water pressure?
All with water pressure. So down below there's a guillotine valve. We'll have them open. As soon as we're ready, throw the water on, watch the gauge there. Go Devil will push out.
Piece of cake. So they close off the guillotine valve until we're ready?
To maintain that column.
So it doesn't segregate, right?
So it doesn't segregate. We don't have any plugs. And they'll open it when they're ready and fire it.
Excellent. And you'll see on this back end here, Tony had converted this over to a ZX style outlet. The factory swing outlet is this extended piece with a different flange, different style clamp. So we changed it to the more conventional style so that it's sort of uniform with all of our setups. And no, that's not backwards. That's the way they're actually supposed to go, even though it looks kind of funny. See, I like what James was saying. They have a guillotine valve down there, a blade valve. They close it shut so the concrete doesn't gravity drain and you don't end up with segregation when the concrete falls down to the bottom elbow. Close it up and they'll reopen it once we get the water going here. I'd love to help you, but I'm way too busy.
Yes.
Beauty. Let's throw a nut and a washer on. James is going to grab the water hose now. And I'm going to say the key to making this work is just having a large volume supply of water at your disposal, readily available. If we get over 100,000 views on this one, I'm going to take James for a fancy lunch. So make sure to like, share, subscribe this one. We're on an incentive-based program here.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. But he doesn't know. We're going to McDonald's. He doesn't know that. There we go. I did something. Yeah, valve is closed. James is going to go back and fire up the water. So obviously the advantage of doing this is it's safer than using compressed air because water does not compress. So you don't have that spring-like stored energy. And obviously water is going to clean the pipes out really dang good too. But it's just safer. Some of the high-rise guys are...
Open that valve.
Oh.
Take all that water on.
I was going to say some of the high-rise guys do similar to blow out upwards, but they use the pump to push the water because they need all the pressure. get the idea. All the way down. See, once it gets moving, the pressure is almost nothing. I'd almost say the vacuum from the concrete falling down the pipe just sucks the Go Devil through.
Copy that. Water off.
That's it, and we're done.
That's it, that's all.
That's it, that's all. How easy is that? Way better than air.
Hit like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, hit like, James is hungry. Eternally hungry. So anyhow, that's it for here. We will we'll carry on to the next job. But that's what we got going on here today. Nice gravy little gig. He'll wash this pump out now. And she stays here and lives here eternally until the project is done. It's a pretty good deal. Flash this water back up for James so he can wash up. Yeah, this is just regular city water supply. No additional pressure from pumps or anything else. If I could just figure out how to open this. Maybe it takes two hands. No, there we go. And now he'll wash out using the same water. Piece of cake. This swing, yes, it's loud and archaic looking, but man, it's just strong, robust, heavy. It's just a unit. I swear this thing, all you have to do is put engine oil in it and it'll run for another 40 years. It's a seriously robust piece of equipment. Very impressive. This thing sure does stay cleaner than a Putz hopper. You get the stuff that builds up on the shelf on either side, but I have a funny joke.
You see this?
No, well, want to hear my funny joke first?
No.
Just pretend to laugh at it. Hey, what is wrong with your S-tube? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. It is brutal. Yeah, no, good. That was kind of the point.
The water box filling up with sediment
Yeah.
because of the high fly ash in this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we started throwing in.
Oh, wow.
Foam oil and soap to run the water in.
Oh, foam oil and soap.
So it keeps the sediment suspended. So that as soon as you drain it out, the water box will be fine. When we didn't put that in, it'd be this thick with
Really?
sediment on the bottom.
I wonder if that's from the negative pressure on the pump pouring downhill, too.
Yeah, possibly.
Interesting.
There's not enough pressure to seal it.
Ah.
It actually seal it, so that will build up everywhere.
So that makes sense what James is saying. We actually we just put fresh mud cups in this thing, but because there's no resistance, because it's all pouring downhill, if anything, it's almost pulling against the pump. The cups aren't sealing. You need that push on the cup to fan them out and seal in the material cylinder, which it's not doing. So you can see how the water box continually ends up. Just loaded with gunk. Just another little intricacy. Okay, I'm really going now. Bye. Look at this thing. This is how James got to the site today. This is our shop truck. This is a 2005 Nissan Frontier. This was actually my truck when it was brand new. Oh man, she's seen some better days, folks. Yes, she has. Mechanically, this thing is still top notch. It's actually a really, really good truck. She just needs a paint job, and let's close this up so it's not saying siphon my gas. How about that? But yeah, a little bit of TLC cosmetically, but mechanically, she's still a beaut. Got another 10 years left. stop of the day. We're going to go see my buddy Dan. And we are pouring right up there. Getting pretty close to level 40 on the tower here. So we've got, you'll see when we get there, but we've got Dan. Dan's helping us out for the day with his CP 2110 super high-rise pump down below. So we're going to head on over there and check in with him. Stay tuned. All right, here we are. Let's swoop in for a little closer look. Can you hear those pipes slapping? You listen real close. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Yep. I brought Dan a little present here. Brand new, hot off the press. AJ's long sleeve safety fall collection. Size extra huge. Let's go say hi. I didn't bring you coffee, but I brought you a shirt. How did I do? What's the slump now?
It's about a 220.
Nice.
Looking at getting some.
That's the decal that everybody on the internet is going to want to get now. It's way better than mine. That. Oh, yeah, that's way better. Way better. So, can I borrow your radio? Because I'm not going to walk all the way up there today. It's too far. Hey, Jag, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, I need some video footage from up top today, and there's no way I'm going to walk all the way up there. Can you get me about 30 seconds of footage filmed in a horizontal plane, suitable for YouTube? And no swearing, no bad language. The mix they pour around the columns is a higher strength concrete they put in the slab in the column areas. Is it colored or no?
Yeah.
Oh, it is colored. So it's going to be colored too, so they can verify that they've used the correct concrete in the column areas, the base of the columns where it's needed. See, it's just a little bit darker, like a charcoal color. See how much stickier and drier that is? Oh, wow. Now you're gonna see the pump pressures on this thing go way up. We'll see where we're at with the old mix. You're at about 50 bar, 60 bar. We'll give that about Another 50 strokes to get it through the system, and then we'll see what the pressure's at. Pressure now, and we did slump this up a lot too. It's a lot better now, but let's see where our pressure's at. So we went from about 55 bar to roughly 85 because of that super sticky high strength mix. Interesting stuff. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm going to the next job.
Have fun.
Anything to say?
Happy Thanksgiving.
And stay tuned for Dan's new logo coming soon. I'll give you his number. You can all bug him for free stickers.
That's highly top secret information right now.
Oh, I'll edit that out. Or will I? No, I won't. I won't. Hey, I know what you're doing. You're going to start a competing YouTube channel.
Not a chance.
You're planting seeds right now.
Not a chance.
Don't worry, I'll get you on the payroll soon, man.
When are you going to do the sugar?
That's an upcoming video. I'm going to shut the camera off right now. I can't reveal too much of this. Stay tuned. Sugar video coming in the future. Of course, by the time I get around to the Primo vantage point, he's laid that boom down low where you can't even see it. Lame. Anyhow, that's the tower we're pouring at today. And I calculated out, I think we're at about like level 36. So it's got another 14 levels to go. She's gonna be way up there. Here we are, another new job site. First pour, actually. Let's check in and see what Sid's got going on with the old the 38.5. My favorite pump, as we all know, or should know by now, because I've said it about 1,000 times. Pretty tight quarters here. We're not allowed to be up on the sidewalk with that front outrigger. The back one there's additional shoring pins and excavations so we can get within 3 feet. The front one, we only get to the curb line. But we are within our short rigged working range, our allowable short rigged working range, so it's all good. And you'll see on this one, we have our OSS switch engaged, which limits us to working within this fully extended front outrigger back to the center line over the hopper. So it won't let us swing that boom into this danger zone. It's a nice feature having those limit switches. Back in the old days, we just throw a pylon on top of the outrigger as a reminder, but now we've got a redundant system. It doesn't mean you set it and forget it and just rely on the sensors. It's just kind of there as a backup in case of human error. That's how I like to see it anyhow. Yeah, this here is going to be a 29-story tower. It's going to be challenging because we don't have a lot of reach here within these tight confines. So hoping as the site comes up, possibly we can reshore the suspended slab for setting outriggers, and we can actually get the big pumps in here and maybe reach up to like level 6 or 7 with the boom before reverting to crane and bucket. This will not be a placing boom job, which doesn't break my heart. Anyhow, that's about it on this one here. So this is just one of many stops of the day. I think we're only going to make one more. We're going to go check out what Corey's doing, and then we'll call it a day. All right, here we go. Last stop of the day, 47 meter, doing about, I think it's pumping about 600 yards here today. We'll stroll down here and see how Corey's doing. We got the mega super dunnage mats out here because the ground is a little bit less than fantastic, shall we say?
right.
Corey actually has his trainee running the pump today. Let's go check in with Corey, see what he's up to, see where he's at. Have a little chit chat before we get to the outro. So we've located Corey. He was down here in the shade while his protege's up there doing all the hard work. Corey's hiding out under the deck like a troll. So it's your lucky day, Corey. This is the last scene of the video. Probably the last. Anything you want to say? Say something smart. Say something smart about pumping. Either pumping or the job of pumping, or one good tip.
One good tip.
Yeah, no pressure, but end the video with one good tip.
Don't water prime.
It's gonna set the comments on fire. Don't water prime. You're gonna get called out for being a wussy ninnykins, wussy McNinnykins.
Don't water prime. Suck 2 balls back.
Yeah, that's good. I agree with that one. Yeah. So in fairness, Corey usually runs the 58, and it does not like being water primed. It's terrible. I have a new product for you. I got a new primer. They sent us a bunch of samples. It's in like a little shampoo bottle, like a travel size, and you use half a bottle, and it makes a bucket full of gel.
For all the haters, for all the guys that are gonna hate what I say, I used to water prime all the time, every day, even when I was like brand spanking new guy, and then plug up in the boom enough times.
No, I remember dealing with that several times. Or getting angry and hitting the wedge pin so hard that you broke the holder open.
You're gonna deal with this guy or his brother.
Don't listen to him. I'm supportive.
Pump rescue. We don't want pump
rescue. Pump rescue squad. So anyhow, there you go. That's tip of the day. Don't prime with water on a big pump. I'll agree with that on a big pump.
If you're super cool.
Yeah, only if you're super awesome. If you are a super operator, you can prime with water, right? And and suck 2 sponges. That's it, right?
2 sponges, yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all. Have a good weekend. We're done here.
Yeah.
You're done. He's done. We'll check back in on the way out. Okay, before we go, one last thing I gotta say. I'm pretty upset. Last weekend, my wife was out for the night at a birthday party. Our child was at grandma's for the night for a sleepover. I had a Saturday night to myself. I called Old Reliable here. Man, you've really softened up.
Oh yeah. I can't just ditch the wife and the kid 30 minutes prior to eating dinner.
Perfect.
I need at least a day's notice.
Perfect night for a sit down at the gentleman's establishment. It's been years, and this guy is no go. It's pretty sad, man. What has happened to us?
If you didn't call me, I was probably in no shape to drive anyway. So.
Well, that's true. Good. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll get out in a few weeks here, and we'll get some footage. Okay. Stay tuned for that. Yeah. All right. So just like that, we are done for the day. Well, not really done, but this video is done. So that's just a quick little tour around to give kind of an idea of what we do in a pretty average day. Today is kind of a weird one in that our 2 biggest pumps, the 56 and 58 meter, they are not out today. That's due to lack of operators to run them, not due to lack of work. There was work for them. We just couldn't take anything more on today. A couple other jobs, or a few other jobs that I didn't visit. I can only get so many places in a day. 39 meters out. Mike's doing a little job. Ian's out with the line pump doing his thing. But yeah, overall a pretty decent day. Lots of new stuff starting up here. A few of these projects are in the early-ish stages. So it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good, steady, consistent winter. And no worries about lack of work, just the usual lack of people to do the work. And I think everybody in every industry can relate to that right about now, at least in our specific market anyhow. So once again, thanks for watching. Thanks to Alliance for the hat. It's a heck of a hat. Perfect fit. Yeah, how's it go? Stay safe. Keep it shiny side up. Over and out. Catch you on the next one.